Hey guys, it's Podkinz episode 75, and of course, as always, Mandy, my co-host, is here with me. Hey Mandy.
Hey Michael.
St. Patrick's Day is coming up. Are you excited for that?
I am. Lots of green items and fun things to win in Webkinz world.
Yes, we're going to be talking about that a little later, but first I want to introduce our special guest, Sally. Hey Sally.
Hello.
Sally, of course, has been on the podcast before, and of course, you might recognize her voice. She is Miss Cowline on the website. And now, Sally, I've got to ask you, how do you think the new mayor of Kinsville is doing so far? Because, of course, Cowabell was our first mayor. She resigned, and now Dr. Quack's taken over. And actually, you can meet him in the park this past week.
Well, I think if anybody could take up the laurels of Cowabell, it would have to be Dr. Quack. Although I do have a fondness for Sally Cat, I must say. But
Wow.
Dr. Quack is doing an admirable job, I would say.
There you go. I agree. I definitely agree. And I love the prizes that he was giving away at the park this week. By the way, there's our Podkinz characters. Mandy, you've got a whole bunch of Kinz cash there that you're throwing up.
I do.
I've got my hat. Yeah.
I mean, does that lead us right into an upcoming promo or?
Sure, yeah. Well, why don't we talk about that right off the bat? There's a bunch of stuff going on for St. Patrick's Day and Webkinz World. Mandy, do you have some announcements?
I do. Well, one of them, which is really fun, is our points a day giveaway. And I don't know if people remember, but in January and back in the summer, we gave away a plush a day. But from March 11th to March 17th, one lucky winner a day will get 50,000 e-store
Oh my gosh,
points.
that's a lot.
Yeah, it is. And on St. Patrick's Day, March 17th, one person will get 100,000
Wow.
e-store points. Yeah, so
Could it be me?
it can't be you, Sally. So it works basically the same as plush a day. To enter, you just have to go and play, and then you'll automatically be entered in a random draw.
So you just have to log in to your Webkinz World
Log in
account and
play for a bit, and yeah,
Perfect,
and then you're entered into a random draw, and every morning one winner will get a Kinz post letting them know that the points have been added to their account.
There
So,
you go.
Yeah, so be sure and play every day between March 11th and 17th.
Okay, 11th and 17th, I was going
Yeah.
to say. Well, actually, 11th to 17th, Mandy, we're also having our Leprechaun in the Clubhouse event this year again.
Yes.
And so if you just go to the Clubhouse, if you see Lucky the Leprechaun, you can click on him to get a jelly coin. If you clicked all 6, you'll win the grand prize, which is a leprechaun topiary this year. So it's really cool. It's a decoration for your yard. So that's pretty awesome.
Cool. Well, we have something that started a few weeks ago, and that was our 99-cent deluxe trial. So anybody can try their first month of deluxe for 99 cents.
That's cool.
I know, it's really cool because you know what? It just gives you a little taste if you want to try it out, and it's not a huge commitment, and then you can either stick with it or you can cancel. It's up to you.
There you go. And of course, when you go deluxe, you can participate in our deluxe monthly challenge. This month's challenge is really cool because we have that Jolly Roger bed and captain's chair, which is really cool. We've got Deluxe Day happening on March 18th. There's obviously deluxe challenges, items for deluxe players in our W shop, Kinstel outlet, so much stuff going on for deluxe players. So that's a great way to get an intro to that.
Exactly.
Yeah, awesome. We actually have a really cool Lucky Coin event that's going on this year. That's going to run from March 9th to 17th. I'm actually going to talk a little bit about that later, so I won't say a lot about that now.
Okay. Well, we also are having a t-shirt design contest.
This is really cool.
It is cool. If you've ever visited Zazzle, which is a shop that sells merchandise, we have a store there, and you can buy Webkinz shirts and bags and clocks and mugs and watches. So we released a few cool ones at the end of last year that some of our artists here did, but now we wanted to ask our fans to maybe come up with some cool new designs. So that contest is going to start on March 8th. And run to April 7th. And then we're going to try and have the t-shirt ready for release on Webkinz Day.
Cool. And how do you submit your designs? Is it a Share Center contest?
It is. So look for it on Webkinz News and it will explain everything.
There you go. And of course, guys, don't forget to log into Webkinz on March 17th to get your St. Patrick's Day gift. And of course, you can log into our app or onto the web version of Webkinz to get your gifts. So there you go. If you can't make it on, right on the 17th, use your mobile device to log in to get your gift. on Podkinz 74, we gave away that blue hockey jersey, which was a prize that was only available for 2 weeks on the Wheel of Deluxe during Winterfest back in January. And so we said that this episode, Podkinz 75, we're actually going to be giving away the matching blue hockey helmet. So guys, you're going to want to stay tuned till the end of the podcast because we're going to talk about that. And Mandy, we also have another code. This is the first time we've ever given away 2 community codes before on a podcast. But Mandy, we're giving away a golden leprechaun hat cannon, right?
Yes.
That your pet can actually jump up and down in, which is really cool. But there's a twist, right?
There is. You have to find this code. We've hidden it throughout this Podkinz, and you have to find all the pieces of the code and put it together in order to claim it. So it's a little bit of a treasure hunt.
Yep. So there's 4 sets of 4 codes that are hidden on 4 different slides in this podcast. Guys, if you're listening to us on iTunes, by the way, you're going to want to check us out on our YouTube channel at youtube.com/Webkinz. Search for Podkinz episode 75, so you'll be able to try and find the code as well. But if you look right under the title there of the Golden Leprechaun Hat Cannon in that slide, you see find the hidden code that's kind of really watermarked below there. And so that's going to be the size, like the height of the code. It's only going to be 4 digits, as you see, but it's going to be like that kind of transparency look. So pay close attention to each slide while we continue the podcast and try to find it.
Each code has 16 digits, right? So you're going to find 4 different parts of 4 each, and you're going to put them all together in order. They're appearing in the order in which you will get them. So you put them together in order to make your community code.
There you go. Sounds like fun. Good luck, guys. Now let's check to see what's in our Kinz post.
So our first one is from Midnight Luna. And Midnight Luna says, "Hello, Podkinz. I have so much fun watching your videos. I have a quick question. Who designs the rooms in the Gans e-store? They're always so well done. Midnight Luna."
Good question, Midnight Luna, and thank you for your Kinz post. Sally,
Yes.
maybe you can chime in on this. Do you know who designs the rooms in the Gans store? Because it's not me.
Well, I have to keep my sources anonymous, but there is someone who works at eStore that does all the designs. You can usually tell her signature design piece are the balloons, so you always know who's making them. And she's got one of the adoption balloons in almost everyone.
Oh,
so
really?
Keep an eye on it.
There you go.
But she doesn't have a public profile, so she wants to remain anonymous.
Okay, there you go. Well, you know what? Michelle is on this podcast often. She works for the e-store and she works very closely with this person. So there you go. But great question. We have one more Kinz post.
This one is from JDO4, and they say, "Hi, Michael and Mandy. I was wondering if there was any way that you can bring Maze and Hamsters back, because I have always loved that game, and I would be so greatly appreciated if you guys can do that. Sincerely, JDO4.
Well, thank you, JDO4, for your Kinz post.
And you're not alone.
Yeah, I know lots of people love that, which is great. But you know what the cool thing is? First of all, you can still register hamsters on your Webkinz account, and they just work like normal pets. You can interact with them in your room and, feed them. But actually, the makers of Webkinz have created a website called Amazing World, right, Sally? And so you can actually use your hamsters on Amazing World, and it is the same sort of 3D experience that Amazing Hamsters was on Webkinz, right?
Yeah, it's the 3D world, so they look the same. They don't have all the same parts, but they have different parts, which are really fun, and you can decorate your home. And
there's a great questing system in there.
Yeah.
And you can train your hamsters, or your zings, as they're called on that site.
Yeah, there's crafting, too.
Yeah, that's a new feature that they just added.
And there's lots of room decorating, like on Webkinz as well.
Really cool items.
Really cool items and clothing.
And clothing,
Yeah.
So there's lots to do on Amazing World. And yeah, your hamsters look just the way they used to look.
Yeah, so there you go. And we advertise Amazing World a lot on Webkinz, but if you guys want to try it out, you can go to amazingworld.com to try it out, and it also works on your tablet. There's an Amazing World app, I believe, that you can download and interact on your tablet. So there you go. If you are homesick for Amazing Hamsters, you can check out Amazing World. So guys, thank you for your Kinz post. If you'd like to send us a Kinz post, send them to us at podkinz@gans.com. So now this is really cool. This is really wanted Miss Cowline, a.k.a. Sally Webkinz, on the podcast today because we are going to learn facts about the axolotl.
Axolotl? Yeah.
It's kind of a tongue twister.
We debated.
Sally, what is the proper
I
pronunciation of
always
it?
did axolotl.
There you go. But it actually is the winning entry for a contest that we had where we asked you guys to come up with a pet design and we would actually make it into a pet and sell it in the e-store. That's going to be happening later this year.
Yeah, on Webkinz Day.
Yeah, oh, right, on Webkinz Day. There
Yeah.
you go. It's going to be released. Perfect. And there it is. This is the fan design. This isn't the one that can actually appear in Webkinz, but I don't think Maritza even has to do too much more to this because it's such a cute pet. It's really well designed. But I think that a lot of players were wondering if this was a mythical pet, if it was a real pet. I had actually never even heard about this pet before we got this entry. So, we thought it'd be really cool to go through some fun facts about the pet and learn a little bit about it.
Yeah, well, it is a real animal, and yeah, they are super cute, and actually, they're popular pets. So, if you really like one in real life, you don't just have to have it on Webkinz. But yeah, in the wild, they come in different colors. So in the wild, they're usually like a black or a dark green, gray, brown. But the one that Tatar Sauce submitted, and the ones that I think are often pets, are like a pinkish white, and they were bred that way, and they're called leucistic.
That's so cool. I mean,
Yeah.
they almost look like candy colors, right? Like a chocolate or a cotton candy
Yeah.
and stuff. And it's like a yin and yang, really like contrasting each other. But both versions are super cute.
They are so cute. They really are.
They must be really small. I'm picturing like tiny.
They are pretty small. I mean, they're about the size of a salamander, right?
Okay.
Yeah. And they've got those feathery branches on the side of their head, and those are actually gills. That's how they breathe through the water.
So
And
cool.
Yeah. And you know how a frog actually is born as a tadpole and then it metamorphoses
Right.
into a frog? Well, actually, axolotls never metamorphose into anything different. As they mature, they never change.
Wow.
Yeah.
But do they grow at all?
They do grow, and they actually grow lungs so that they can leave the water, but they also keep their gills, and they usually
Neat.
stay in the water. And a lot of people had questions about whether we were going to make this an underwater pet
Right.
or a regular pet. And because they have 4 legs, we decided to make it a regular pet.
Yeah.
So technically, they do usually stay in the water most of their lives, but
This is Webkinz world and anything can happen.
Exactly.
Yeah, people believe that the name comes from the Aztec and it means water dog, from atl for water and Xolotl for dog.
Wow.
But there was also an Aztec god called Xolotl, so it could be that too. And that's a picture of Xolotl there. And some people call it a Mexican walking fish.
I don't know. That god doesn't look as cute.
No, I know. We won't make one of those.
Right. It says it's the god of death and lightning.
Yes. So
Kind of scary,
yeah.
but very cool.
I know. So they're only found in one place in the wild.
That's
and
amazing to me.
I know. And unfortunately, they are nearly extinct in the wild, but there are lots and lots in captivity. So, although we hate the thought that they're going extinct in the wild, but yeah, they can only be found in one lake in Mexico. And
That
I'm
is
not
amazing.
even going to try and say that.
No, but I want to go to that lake and,
Yeah.
see if I can see any. That's really cool. Do you know, Mandy, if there's any work to protect the species?
They are trying to protect them, but I think there is a lot of development around that area and canals. So their numbers have been dwindling.
Okay, but you are saying that they do breed them in captivity. So
Yeah, there are still lots of axolotls all around, and people keep them as pets, and they're in aquariums. So
really interesting.
yes. And so they eat small fish, worms, insects, and anything that fits inside their mouth, which is kind of like me.
There you go.
They'll
So
even
that's why you picked a pig avatar.
they'll even eat other salamanders. But we thought that Tatar Sauce's suggestion was better. Gummy guppies. We don't want them going around eating other pets and
Yeah,
Webkinz.
Oh, those look tasty, though.
Yes, that was a great suggestion. Yeah, and also this is something cool. They can regenerate, which means that they can grow. If they get their arm or their tail cut off, they can regrow it.
That's amazing.
It is amazing, but axolotls, unlike other animals that can regenerate, they can regenerate like parts of their jaws or their spines or even their brains,
That's
which is
amazing.
really unusual. You know what? Doctors have done a lot of study on them because regrowing tissue is obviously something that medical professionals are really interested in.
I know some people that could regrow some brain.
Yeah, exactly.
We could all do
Very
that.
interesting, Mandy.
Yeah.
Thank you for sharing those facts with us. Congratulations again, Tatar Sauce, on
Yeah.
your winning
Somebody
design.
has to be a Grumpy Cat fan because Tartar sauce is
Oh,
Oh.
yeah, I wondered.
Yeah. There you go. But yeah, very cool. And again, that pet is going to be available in the e-store on Webkinz Day
Yeah.
on April 29th. So
Right.
very cool, and look forward to that. Now, I mentioned at the top of the show here that we're having this really cool Lucky Coin event this year, and it's a completely brand new event to Webkinz World. We've never done it before, and it is a floaty clicky event, essentially. So from March 9th to 17th in Webkinz World on webkinz.com, you can look for the floating Lucky Coin box. And if you click on it, you're going to be awarded a special coin. And there's actually 8 coins to collect in total. 6 of them are common. Okay, and those are those chocolate dipped jelly coins that you see at the top. Remember, in the clubhouse, you can collect those 6 jelly coins from the leprechaun. Well, these are sort of 6 chocolate dipped jelly coins, and those you can feed to your pet. But then there's also an uncommon silver lucky coin, and there's a very rare lucky gold coin. And those 2 coins, if you manage to find one, it'll actually be automatically added to your dock, and you can sell it back to the W shop if you want to get Kinz Cash. Now, the silver one is worth 100 Kinz Cash, and the gold one is worth 500 Kinz Cash. So that's pretty cool. I don't know about you guys, but if I found the silver or gold coin, I'm holding on to mine. I don't think I'm selling it back to the W shop, because they're going to be pretty cool collector's items. You can trade them at the trading room. You can send them through Kinz Post. So I think they're going to be really valuable in Webkinz World, and maybe even increase in value. Who knows? But I think that's pretty exciting. So as a result, now, I thought that we'd play a special game today. And we've done something like this before in the past with Maurizio. Mandy, it was you and Maurizio. But what I've done is that I've chosen 7 items that you can find in the W shop. And we're going to go through them each one by one. And you guys will each have a guess as to how much you think it actually is worth in Kinz Cash. So how much Kinz Cash you have to spend to buy this item at the W shop. And whoever comes closest will get a point. And at the end of the 7 items, whoever has the most points wins. Does that sound fun, guys? You guys up for that challenge?
It sounds hard because some of those
Yeah.
prices are like.
I can see why you didn't invite Steven, though.
I know. Well, Steven is an expert on this kind of stuff. By the way, guys, it doesn't matter if you go over or under. It doesn't matter. You just have to be closest. So I think it's going to be fun. So let's start right away. Guys, by the way, you guys can play along at home. And you can also play with your friends, because it's a really easy game to play. All you have to do is head to the W shop and take a look at some items and write down how much they're worth. So here we go. This is the first one. It's the room service fridge. I love this one. It's from the hotel room theme. Of course, you can click on it and store food items in there. We actually did a haunted version of this during last Halloween that you could get. I believe it was from the e-store, but really, really cool. Why don't we start with Sally? Sally, what is your guess?
$6.50.
$6.50. And Mandy, what is your guess?
I'm going to say 400.
400. Okay, well, let's actually take a look at the price.
Oh.
It's 280. So, Mandy, that means that you get 1 point.
That's pretty nice for 280.
It
See,
is.
My hotel has much fancier food.
There you go.
So it has the much more expensive bread.
Okay, so Mandy just got the first one, and let's move on to the next one. This one also obviously can be found in the W shop. It's part of the jungle room theme. It's the Deep Jungle television. This is a really old one. It's been around for a while. But here we go. I think, Mandy, this time you get to start first. What is your guess?
I am going to again say 400.
Okay, playing it safe here.
Yeah,
That's good.
I'm feeling that's probably pretty good. So I'm going to say 350.
350. You guys are close, but Mandy,
Ah!
500 Kinz Cash. Let's move on to the next one. This one is from the dance studio room theme. Really cool room theme in the W shop. It's a dance recital chair. Now, Sally, you got to go first this time. What is your
let's
guess?
Show how poorly I can do this time. I'm going to say 75 Kinz Cash.
75 Kinz Cash. Mandy?
I'm going to say 25.
25 Kinz
Like-
Cash. Well, there you go. Look
All
at
right,
that.
one for me. Finally.
85 Kinz Cash. Sally, that was really, really good because you're only 10 Kinz Cash off there, so great guesses. Here we go to the next one. I mentioned that we had that Jolly Rogers Captain's bed that you could win during this month's Deluxe Challenge. Well, here's the one that it's based on. It's an older item from the W shop as well. It's a Captain Dogbeard sleeper, and of course, it's from the Pirate Room theme. Mandy, do you have a guess?
Oh, I'm going to say 900.
900. And Sally, what is your guess?
750.
$750. Let's see what the actual price is.
Oh.
$950.
Oh, wow.
Mandy, great guess. Mandy's got 3 points. Sally, you've got 1, but
Oh.
there's still, you can still win. But here we go. It's just for fun anyway. So I hope you guys are doing well at home, by the way. Leave your comments in the section below and see how well you did during this game. This is the diner booth seat, and this is from the diner room theme. One of my favorite room themes from the W Shop. Daisy also has a diner in the clubhouse that you can go visit. This is the red version of the diner booth seat. Who went first last time? Was it Mandy? Sally, is it your turn to go first?
Sure. $375.
$375. Mandy.
Oh, that's a good guess because I was going to say 400, but I'm going to say 350.
$350. Sally just got this one.
Wow.
You guys underguessed by quite a bit, almost by half.
I think they inflated the value of this diner seat.
Yeah, there's really no rhyme and reason as to how you price out these things. No.
No, that's why I wondered if the prices.
No. But
It's genuine fake leather there.
yeah, there you go. No, that is worth $750 to me. 2 pets can sit on there, but there you go. Let's move on. This one is the ruby red wall sconce, and this is from the cafe room theme. I love this item. It's really versatile. You can use it in lots of different types of rooms, fancy hotels, whatever you want. Mandy, what is your guess?
I'm going to say 150.
150.
I'll go 45.
45. Oh, it is 250. So
What is this made out of? Crystal?
silver, yeah, and crystal.
Solid silver.
Yeah, so there you go. So Mandy actually won with 4 points to 3, but this was going to be the tiebreaker one. It's number 7, but let us do this anyway. Sally might have a little bit of an advantage here because this is the library bookshelf from the school room theme.
500.
Okay, 500 is Sally's guess. Mandy?
I'm going to say 700.
700. Let's see what it is. It's actually 850.
I need to go back to school.
Sally, you should be proud that you're not.
I'm not materialistic.
Exactly.
I don't spend my time in the W shop.
Exactly.
There you go. Well, I thought that was fun, and I hope you guys liked playing along there. Of course, the final score here is Mandy 5, Sally 2. Mandy always has such a good record with all these different games here. It's crazy.
Rigged. It's rigged.
It's not. It's not rigged. It's crazy. She just has great luck. I don't know what it is. But anyway, let's move on now. This is the part of the Podkinz when we're going to give away that code for that blue hockey helmet. And now, guys, I hope that you were paying attention because, as we said at the beginning, we did hide 4 pieces of a code, just like this one here, the 4 sections of the code. You could see that it was for that leprechaun hat, that golden leprechaun trampoline hat. I hope that you saw those and write those down. If you didn't, go to the beginning of the video and go through it again and look closely for those. Anyway, here's one community code that you can enter at the code shop on webkinz.com. Sally, would you like to do the honors?
Sure, it's W24RZHFLHJEHWQTC.
I was just going to say, when I played that game last time, I gave away a chocolate bar. Remember? I think Michael's got.
I think so. I think he owes you a chocolate bar.
There you
Michael's
go.
got to up his game.
It's true. I do. I'm sorry. I'm completely unprepared here, Mandy.
That's okay. I'm just kidding. I don't need chocolate.
That's
I
funny.
think Michelle has cinnamon bun Oreos at her desk.
There you go. I'm sure there's lots of stuff that we can scrounge around a prize for Mandy. No. But just to mention, guys, before we go, we have a Bonanza Trophy Challenge coming up. That's March 17th to 19th. And also we have a spring shopping spree at the end of the month. That runs from March 20th to 31st. That, of course, you can log into Webkinz every day to get a retro piece of clothing from one of our past Springkinz-style outlet lines. And also you can have the opportunity to find up to 3 floating bonus spree dice in Webkinz World on webkinz.com that you can click, add to your game, and you can use during the next time you play Spree at the arcade. But I should mention right now, guys, that the floaty clickies aren't appearing in your room or the adventure park or the arcade. So you know what? The best place to find them is just while hanging out in the clubhouse room and the other areas of Webkinz World. So there you go. Mandy, thank you again, of course, for joining me and hosting the podcast.
Thank you.
And Sally, thank you, our special guest.
I'm going back to school.
There you go. And thank you guys for listening. We hope that you subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/Webkinz so you'll never miss another Podkinz because who knows when we're going to give away another community code. Okay, guys? Bye.
Bye.
Bye.